Thank you, Austin. Well, the organizers of the upcoming Maker Faire at Sci-Port call the party part science fair, part county fair, and part something entirely new. And everybody from engineers and artists will be there. It's a really unique experience. So we are here to talk about it today, joined by Joel Leonard with the Shreveport-Bossier Maker Faire, as well as Maria Escuela. When I see Escuela, I was like Spanish, but my brain is going back and forth. So the CEO of Enable Alliance. So thank you both for being here. I know we've got some gadgets and stuff to get to first, but first, tell me about the Maker Faire. What can people expect?
Well, let me explain why we're doing this.
Yes,
because that's more important than what. So why we're doing this is because 10,000 baby boomers across this country retire every day. We're having the average age of a maintenance manager and maintenance technician and electricians and plumbers are in their 50s. We are not backfilling our talent, and we aren't encouraging our kids to pick up tools. Hence, if we want the kids excited about tools, we got to make tools that are exciting. So I invented this 50-pound hammer called the Thorminator.
Okay.
It's half Thor, half Terminators from the past and the future.
Okay, yeah.
From the past and the future.
Right.
So we got to and we're going to let kids pick this up.
Okay.
And I've had over 20,000 do it all over the country. So we are trying our best to try to let people know that there's jobs. We got employers coming who are actually going to hopefully find people that they can hire. And we're going to have kids playing with technology and picking up tools and having fun and learning about some of the advances and things. You want to see about a machine that actually picks up, that can hear things that you can't hear?
Well, I would, but first I wanted to ask you both, how did the Maker Faire get started? You talked about the why, you talked about the need to get younger people interested, but then when did this really start, this endeavor to bring all these minds together? Well,
we've realized that we have denigrated manufacturing to the point that it caused a lot of these schisms and things go down. In order to get people, in order to get people excited about it, you got to celebrate it.
Yeah.
And so, and it's a DIY. You can make things better than you can by going to Walmart. So there's actually a magazine, the Modern Popular Mechanics magazine. It's called Make Magazine.
Okay.
And they started this process about, I think it was 2002 time frame or something. It's been a while. And so they have.
And while you're doing this, we can also take out the sound machine. My producer's really eager to see it.
Yeah. So this, believe it or not, it's got a trigger. I'm not going to kill her. It receives the information, and you can actually measure the decibels of the sound, and I could actually point this at her eyelids, and you could hear it.
Okay, I'm going to give it a try right now.
All right, it's going to take a second to pull up.
Okay.
So keep on.
All right, so do you want her to talk, or do you want me to?
I want her to flip her eyebrow, click, blink, 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 blink.
Oh, you can hear a clicking noise.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's the cornea getting rubbed over by her eyelids.
Okay, wow.
And
which you normally don't hear.
Yeah, we can't hear this, but this can. And so if you walk through a factory, you can pick up compressed air leaks all over the factory, even though you got all this background noise.
So it's got a really practical use too.
It saves.
Not just fascinating.
This $10,000 gadget can save. Most places save at least $150,000, and I know of several situations they've saved several millions.
Well, tell me about this because it's been sitting out here too. So tell me all about that.
This is the amazing resource right here. This lady, the thing about this
They were showing me a little bit in the break too, so.
Yeah, the thing about this maker space is more than just show and tell. We're transforming lives. We had three people we met this week. I'm from North Carolina, she's from Baltimore. We came all the way down here and we ran into three people that didn't have hands.
Wow.
So when I started getting involved in the maker community, I was working in Johns Hopkins. We were in charge of a number of neurology and neuroscience residencies and fellowships, and we had bought them $80-some thousand worth of equipment. And one of the residents came over and said, "I could have done that for $25."
Wow.
So my 6th grade daughter and I soldered together these shields. We put it together with her phone and my iPad.
Yeah.
We started doing neurology experiments, and we got to the point in the 14th experiment, every time she closed her hand, it made my hand shut.
Oh.
So then we started looking for something that we could animate. How can we make this something affordable to create bionic prosthetics? Because this is a myoelectric bionic prosthetic by a 6th grader. So what we found is that you can get people to 3D print. If you can't 3D print, but you can teach the workforce skill of 3D printing, not just, you know, in the matter of a couple of weeks, they would not only get the first year, but the second year. So in Baltimore, kids 11 and older are getting college credit for the crafting on this disruptive technology, learning digital design. And for adults, if they need those workforce skills, they can use WIOA funds to keep those places open.
So this is just a taste of what people can expect at the Maker Faire this Saturday, and we've got the information on screen right now for people who want to make it. I want to thank you both for being here and showing us some of this amazing technology. Hopefully it inspires our next generation of builders and thinkers.
Please come. We need people there because you're going to miss out if you don't show. And we also got Barbie cars that go 40 miles an hour.
Love that. Thank you so much.